Okie dokie.
Perfect.
Good, I'm back. I'm back. Okay. Great. Okay, we'll make a start. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Great. Onegaishimasu. So we'll just loosen up a little bit. We'll just take shoulder width. Nice and easy. Just loosen up the shoulders a little bit, so just kind of breathe up towards the ears. Just release there. Just time with the jump. And then just incline a little bit. Take this a little bit for the elbows and the wrists here, so release. Let the elbows kind of come up to the chest and then release them. Keep the fingers loose. Dropping back to the center, let the arms just hang. Just rolling the wrists out. Circles. Both ways. And it's just kind of feeling like the arms are like big ropes attached to the sides. And we'll wind them around. And just take it to one foot and the other, and let the arm kind of hang down. Back into the center and just keep rotating, let the whole body go with it. Just let the arms follow. Just kind of loosen out the shoulder here this way. Just let it kind of swing across. Let the shoulder the shoulders kind of dragged by the hip in this case. And back. Just keeping the feet nice and mobile. And then just take here to away. But kind of special focus on the shoulder. Keep this kind of rolling through. Shoulder. And also feel that you're taking the elbows up through that motion. Up through the motion as well. And then just taking it here a little bit deeper, you're going to kind of take the hands back of the head and then feel that you're dropping the hips and you're going to kind of Draw the arms off the head. And then wrap them up. Draw them off the head. Wrap them up around the back. Draw them off the head. You can let the arms go in between the legs if you've got a wide posture, or just let them swing to the side. Raise up, press them down. Raise up, press them down. Good. You're taking that same path with the arms. Just take the thumbs by the side of the thighs, roll them up this way. Try and lead it with the elbow here. Lead it with the elbow. Let the thumbs just cross over the chest, and then let the fingers kind of as they're coming together, and pull them up long. So the thumbs go to the top of the shoulder blades, and then think about spreading the elbows back. Elbows come back, and then here bring the hands to the fingertips together at the back. And then stretch the elbows up forward so that the angle of the arms can go forward, 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 just in front of the head. So just be able to see it if you're looking forward, just be able to see the hands. And then take it back. Spread. Let the thumbs go against the shoulders and then roll the elbows back down. Pull the elbows all the way down. Right to the thigh. And then again, we should do this a few times, coming down. Trace all the way up, lead it with the elbows. Rotate up to the top, pull the elbows up wide. Release at the shoulders. Draw the fingertips together, and then engage from the elbow. Pull the elbows out in the hands. And then release it. Open it up, find the shoulder. Rotate the elbows down, and then all the way down. Just do another two, rolling up. Spreading wide. Raising up. And take them over, press down with the elbows. Don't get caught in your pockets. One more. Up. Spread. Back. Reach up. And down. Just hold in this position here. Spread the elbow wide, and then think about here, like pulling the elbows forward. So you're going to kind of pull the elbows just in front of the hands. Pull them forward, just hold it a little bit. Think about spreading wide as well, so really open the shoulders up. Pull the elbows forward. Release it. And then one more time, pull them forwards. Wide through the chest. Pull the elbows away from each other. Pull them forwards away from the hands. Release it. And then we'll just trace them down. Ooh, nice and down. Okay, just into the wrist. Just rock out the wrist a little bit. Away. Do it with a fist. Just use the elbow, use the hip as a little brace for the elbow. A little bit of tension in the wrist. The other way. Change your sides. The other way. Just press it down into the hand. And use the elbow a little bit for pressure. Just press in. Release the elbow out long. Pull the wrist out. A slight pull back of the wrist here. Lengthening through the palm. And take the fingers. When you do the side, pressure in. Take the hand here, pressure out. Press up through the palm, pull the fingers back. And away. Good. Bring in the elbows. Long them out. Let the hands just wipe off the face. Good. And change. Good. Pick the shoulders rolling to the front. And back and go this way. Just a little bit for the head, just a nice little bit of weight here. Drop the other elbow, or the other arm. Lengthen away from it with that one. You've got the hands gently pulling away from each other as you stretch open the neck. Release to the side. Relax the other shoulder. Let the arm hang. Gentle pull away from it. And on the back of the head, just curl the spine down. Chin to chest, elbows together if you can. And open out. Pull the back out long. Pull it down. Open out. A little bit of a back bend. Look up towards the ceiling. Pull the elbows back as if you're trying to pull them into the pocket. To back. Release forward. And one more. Reaching up, pull the arms on. Slide back then. Letting the head down, just looking over the shoulders. Good with the elbows. Good, and then unlock the hips, unlock the arms. So you're doing a couple of back twists with that. Keep the knees unlocked, let the weight settle with the rotation. Nice, strong connection with the feet. You initiate the rotation from the feet, let it go into the hips, and then let it whip out into the hands. Good, and then using the two fists, you're going to do a little side bend to press into the feet, let the both body open up, and then pressure out. Again, as you're pressing out, sink into the feet. So pressure out and down to the side. Pull the body back, lengthen out, and then press as you release the twist. One over the head, one on the ground. Back, and the side. Release it. Release it more. Yes. Great. Move into the hips. Good contact with the ground. And the other way. Okay, together, reaching out a little bit. And just waking up, a little bit of a circular movement. If you've got a little bit of looseness in the kneecap. Good, and circling. Really work the ankles at the same time, keeping the feet in contact. Gently stretch them back. Pull the toes up a little bit if you want. Relax the feet, fingers up, fingers, toes down, and so. Yes. Good, stretching back a little bit. Open the feet out and then the knees. And back. And forward. And coming back. One foot into the other. Just find a kind of a little bit wider than a walking stance. Just a kind of gentle bounce to the body. So really basing the ankle in the front foot, back foot's nice and mobile. Loosen out the hips a little bit. Face the front with it, just loosen out the hips this way. Gentle bounce through the whole body. Change direction. Back to the front, settle down. And back to the side, just getting a little bit deeper. Let the knee bend. Let the back curve and lengthen. And just keep that kind of looseness and let the hips quite loose. You don't want to stretch it too much. And that's when just lengthen out the back leg and pulling the hips up a little bit, pushing to the feet. And just imagine you're pulling the back foot forward towards the front foot. Pull it forwards without moving it. And then think that you're going to pull the back heel up, pull it off the floor, the back toes off the ground. So as if you're trying to do this with the foot, without leaving the ground. Coming back to the center, relax down into away. Just a little bit lower with the hips. Keep that kind of balance. You want a kind of elastic movement. Take it as low as comfortable. And then settle into it a little bit. Feel there's still kind of elasticity and softness in the hip. And then pull that foot forward as if you're trying to bring it towards the heel. And release it, pull the foot off the ground if you want to pull it. And release it, come back to the front, just take the hips a little bit lower. So, ideally kind of level with the knees, or if not lower, just loosen them out. Close kind of flossing with the hips, you might like dental floss, with the teeth rolling through the hips. You think about circles, you can think about 𝘱𝘰𝘠𝘪𝘏 movements. You can also think about pulling the hips backwards and forwards. Just find any position. You can soften around the hips. Good. Just find the fingers into the ground. Gentle pressure into them, but mostly in the feet. Just forward of the feet with the fingers and hands. And just think about pulling the hips up long, as if you want to straighten the legs, but without fully straightening the legs. You don't too far. Think about tensioning around the back of the legs. Now think about spreading the ground away from you, so you kind of pull the ground apart with the feet. And then push them together. You get a tremble in the legs, that's good. Okay, good. You release it back into the center with the feet. 3 points of contact with each foot. And you're just going to raise the hand up. So you're going to supination. Bring the hand up, palm up, raise it up, drop it down, do both sides. Keep the hips kind of neutral in this case. So they're square and resting into the feet. Just mixing both sides. And reach up with the hand. And back into the center. You just find the shin bone, pull the back up long, and then pressure into the feet. Pull yourself all the way up. Good. And then just in this one, we're gonna reach forward with the opposite hand to hip, but you just pull the hip back. So it's gonna go back this way. And at the same time, reach out with the opposite hand. So you're gonna reach out as you drop the hip back. Into the side. Reach out as you drop that hip back. And try and lead it with the hip. Reach out, drop back. Drop back and reach out. So you just draw the hips and hands apart. And you're really chopping the hips back, reaching forwards. A really kind of asymmetrical movement, which is great for Aikido, especially that. And then the last you just do 5, just a kind of really symmetrical movement. So you're going to drop the hips back, pull the hands forward, and then come back. Place the hands at the hips, chop the hips back, float the hands out forwards. A real classic hip hinge. Back, forwards, and back, and reaching out. One more, and then just hold it in that front position. Press the fingertips together. Imagine someone's trying to pull your hands apart, so you're resisting someone. Pulling the hands apart. At the same time, expansion through the chest. Pull the hips back. Lengthen a little bit through the back of the legs as you reach out a little bit further. A couple of deep breaths. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Pull the whole back of the body into tension. Legs all the way through the spine into the neck. And slowly release towards the ground. Release the spine. Let the head hang towards the ground. And find the shin bone. Pull the back up long. Pressure up. And okay, just loosen up a bit to the legs. Great. Just loosen up the wrists. A bit front and back. And sides. And the arms. And just take it all away. Keep the feet on the ground, keep the heels down. And just a few deep breaths here to roll up. Palms towards the ceiling and then spread them out as you come down. Circle everything down. And palms together at the front and then release up. Spread it away down. Release up. And spread out and down. And again. And then do the opposite way. You're going to reach out, breathe in. And out as you come down. Spread it out. And settle down. And again. And one more. And Just let the arms hang towards the side of the body. Just take a few natural breaths. Okay. Very good. Okay, I want to do jump today. I'm not sure about the ceiling, but we were going to do it anyway. See what we can do. Okay, good. Down. So I want to look at the 31 jaw categories. I've got space, and usually I don't have enough space to do it. So we'll look at just a few 𝘧𝗪𝗏 just to get into it. So just starting with a 𝘭𝘪𝑗𝑗, just a nice basic one. So just here and back, here and back, here and back, each and back, each and back, each. Good, and change onto the other side, right hand side. Good. Just in your own time, just change free between left and right. A few on each side. And here. That's nice. Good. Good. Okay, great. So we'll just focus a little bit just on the two parts of it. With all the weapon work, think about the ground and the extension. So basically like down and out. So just look at first at the down part of it, so that the kind of grounding part. Because the more I can ground the body out, the more I can extend out. So that the ground part comes first, the down's first. But the down's kind of primary. So with that same movement, just think about as you go down, you just spread the body forward. So don't do the ski with the arms. So you're not doing the out at all, so there's no out in the motion. It's just down, basically. So there's a forward motion of the body, but it's just grounding it down. And then press the body forward. And press the body forward. So it's as if you're sliding the body down the jump that way. Just give it a try. Just play with the arms because you can do different things with them, but the main thing is that idea of like planting the body forwards. You're trying to basically deliver the body forwards, deliver the weight of the body forwards. That's it. Okay, good. You think about stability as you do it. So what you do is just watch for this happen, and then back. So there's a kind of like the weight forward, and then the body rocks back. So think about actually you've got the weight here, and then you deliver it forward straight away. So there's no instability in the body. So just look for that the body just lands in places that way. That you need that stability in the hips to then get the out. So just check the body as it goes. Without being rigid, allow the body to just find the ground. Yeah, nice. Nice. Very nice. Great. Okay, perfect. And then we'll look at the out as well. So what I want you to focus on the backhand. So don't put any really any feeling in the front hand. Just let the 𝘭𝘰𝘬𝘪𝘩𝘦 roll through it, and don't catch it at the end of the front hand. So what I want you to focus on as you come in, think about the extension out with this arm. So the connection down there, and this arm nicely just fully extended. Now the problem usually with the 𝘭𝘰𝘬𝘪, we cramp the front hand and we catch it too early, so that the 𝘭𝘰𝘬𝘪 gets stuck in this position, and I lose all this extension, which really matters in terms of 𝘭𝘰𝘬𝘪. So as you do this, just think about the front hand being loose and really reach out with it, but that hand's just soft, it's just going to follow. So there'll be no kind of snap in the weapon because you're not focusing with both hands, but really feel that all the extension is going to come from the back of the body, and the back arm especially. Yeah. So if you think traditionally, most weapon work, the backhand is going to be the kind of power hand, or in our case, the kind of extending hand. But that's where my extension comes always from the back hand in a sense. Back hand. Yeah. And in this case, try two things. Try going too far and not being far enough, basically. So too far is really obvious. That pulls the shoulder out, and automatically pulls the hip out from overextending. Too short will feel like cramp, and basically cramped onto the body. But just really play with them so you feel the difference between being cramped to the body and overextended there. So and just feel what happens to the body, because those kind of sensations, what you want to look out for as you kind of go into it. Where I want to reach into full extension and feel that whether I'm stretched out or whether I'm cramped down. Those are the kind of two opposites that I want to find some place in the middle. Yeah. Good. That's it, perfect. Good. Great. And then just bring it back together, back with that hand. And again, the ground's first. So think about the ground first, and then just think about the extension now. That kind of feeling. Here, find a point on the wall, and just take everything towards it at the same time, feeling down. Release down and out. Down. And just play with switching sides for you. Perfect. Very nice. Okie dokie. Okay, we're going to take it to the 31. So it's been a while, but we're going to look for, we'll just go to the first 5 movements. So just find the left foot. There's the left. Coming back. Back in. Some. Right hands together. Sheep. And release. Go. Just those 5. And pull them back. Ni, Sam, Shi, Go, back. Ni, Sam, Shi, Go. Great, just keep going another time. Okay. Okay. Yeah, good. So the first thing, just look at the idea of twisting in the body, or just watch out for the body twisting. So basically that means because you've got a big asymmetrical movement, all of these movements are big asymmetrical movements. The tendency of the body is to twist into them, twist out of them, twist into them, twist into them, twist out of them. So the body's constant, the upper body's kind of doesn't know where to go with it. So just think about just think about the alignment between the shoulders and the hips. So you imagine this is like a big box on the body. So that the shoulders and the hips basically align all the time. So just watching go, it starts from this position. So watch out for something like this happening. Already the shoulders basically twist from the hip. So think of this like this big. It's not actually a box, it's actually a big cylinder on top of the hips, right? So that, and then think about taking that forwards. But here again, that alignment's still kind of active. Here, that alignment's still active. Here, still active. Here's the tricky one. This still active, and then hip release it. And the sword got again really easy to twist the body as you do it. So just watch out for that. But imagine these kind of 4 points: hips, shoulders, basically. They really just move as a kind of unit in a sense. That's it. So very good. Nice. Great. And then you've got that cylinder on top of the body, and then you've got the head on top of it. Now, if the head twists or the head moves in another direction, it's also going to add all this tension to the body. So if you think about like the shoulders here, this is stable, and then I do this, automatically creates all this tension in the body, right? And that tension is no good for being stable, being balanced, and being able to just move basically. So again, just watch out for this. The best. I know people talk about like having a string on top of the head and like pulling you up. It's kind of interesting, but in terms of alignment, think about the earlobes and the clavicles, so basically the shoulder here. So this is kind of alignment. As soon as I break that alignment, I create tension in the neck. So as you go, you've got the big cylinder, you've got the earlobes and the shoulders, and again, they all kind of align. The key problem in this one is like these movements. It's very easy in this case to do something like stick the head out or twist the head in a sense. So think of the head basically floating on top of the rib cage. And it's kind of got a right quality to it, so the head's gently raised up. This is tricky if you don't have a very high ceiling as well, because the tendency is to cramp the body. So just really allow yourself to find that kind of length through the back of the neck, as if the head's just floating off the top of the rib cage. Yeah, good. Very nice. Yep. Let's go a bit quicker. Okay, good. We're going to go from number 5. We'll put all these sections together right at the end. So find number 5. You're in the curve, and then you're going to go left foot, 𝑦𝑜, rotate. This is the only shoulder at the back, and then left foot, 𝑦𝑜. Now you've got that big rotation. So you come in through, release, bring that foot together, and strike, and then coming back to the one. So it goes from here, 5, 6, return 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And return 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Back. Good, give it a try. Time, so 6 to 12. Bam. Yeah. Okay. Great. Okay, so just use one focus with this one, which is the hip initiating the movement. So this is a really good one for looking at the hip work. There's a lot of good hip work in this one. So think about, in this case, all the movement basically coming from the back here. One, coming from the back here. Coming from the back here. And then here's the big one, this, and then the back here, which is going to be this one. Here's a great one. This, hip, rolls the hands up. And this is a really great one, hip, back here. And then just pull the back over. So think about basic hip initiated movement. So everything you do is the hip to the hand. As you do it, give it a try. So especially towards the end, gets really, we're quite challenging to keep that connection. Again, the key things about delivering the weight of the body through the strike. So think about the kind of strike out as you let the body settle down. And initiate from the hips, basically. Okay, very good. Good. Okay, we've got a long way to go. Okay, we're going to go into the 6 count. So you're from 𝘧𝗞𝗏𝗧, and we're just kind of finishing, all right? So you've got now here, 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 back, in, back. We're going to go a little bit further into it as well. So we're going to go down, roll in, strike, and just reach the ground. So we'll just do that downwards part, and then we'll bring the left next part into it. So it's here. Here, 𝘧𝘰𝘠𝘠𝘠𝘠. 𝘭𝘰𝘠𝘠𝘠. And back into command. And steep, high elevation, low, and down. And you can float the knee off the ground, just go into a low squat, and you can reach the ground with the knee if you want, depending on the ground you've got. Okay. Okay. We'll just look at the difficult part. So let's kind of go into the ground part. So it's a really tricky part of the casual. So the first bit's this. That's kind of low. Now from here, the first thing to look at is that the body doesn't raise up before the strike. So what you want to do in this case is got that kind of low engaged body here. Think about the body basically striking through there. So don't worry about the back position for now. Just kind of committing the body to that strike. We've got this. And then the whole body basically goes to the low. Yeah. So the body basically following this trajectory down, and it doesn't kind of bounce, it doesn't pull up before it. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. Yes, there we go. Yeah, good. So it's like problem solution in a sense. So I've got a problem, and my solution to make it easier is this. The body kind of falls into. Now, if I think about balance and all those things, crunch positions are never really good in a sense. So try and find this kind of middle part. I want to really commit to it. So it's not that I do like this and pull out of it. I really go into it, but try not to cramp into it. So you've got this. But feel that the spine as you enter the strike is actually free. Okay, so as you reach the ground here, find that position. to go back. This is a challenge on my ability again to really balance the body. I don't want to be in this kind of position. I want to be strike and then in this position. I want to feel that the spine is kind of free at that point. So that kind of lengthen through the body as you do it. But just give it a try. Don't crunch basically that movement. Okay. Yeah, good one. Nice. Yeah, sit, Kath. Good. Good. Okay, great. Much better. There we go. Good. Yes. Yes. That's it. Yeah. Right. So it's this challenge. You don't want to be vertical through the spine. If you think about I'm vertical, and I'm in this kind of position. Now I'm not really committed into that strike, so I'm slightly broken the vertical. One key point with this, just watch the feet. So if you're always working a triangle, right? So if you're in this position, the position I don't want to be in, if I don't bring the knee down, what's this position? What I don't want to be in is this position, which is really unstable. This way. I want to be in this position. So that back knee is basically like wedged. So think of the feet always like a triangle. So the feet are on the line, the knees are kind of wedged. Now if I take that to the ground, it just goes to that position. Okay, but if I'm off the ground, I'm just going to kind of low squat, but I don't want to be in that position, which is really unstable. So basically on the line. So open the back hip out, and then we're going to take it out of this. Yeah, so just work this as a set. Here, here, here. Yeah, just that part. So you've got now raising out of the ground, going into the ski. This is a 𝘱𝘰𝘠𝘦𝘴 up to the top. Again, it's challenging that ability to go down and be out at the same time. Good. Yeah, great. Nice. Nice. Okay, now the timing of this is really important. Watch this. So you don't want to, in a sense, have this, and then that, pulling back. So see, the timing of this goes to this. I've got the stretch here. As I go down, I do the weight goes into that foot, and the pull back comes as I bring the knee down. So as I bring the knee down, the jaw should already be back, and then now I'm ready, you can fall off the ground. So think about your ability to do this at speed. I basically need the body to be in sync. So the jaw needs to be in sync with the body. So the basic timing is that as you reach the knee to the ground, the jaw is already back. So it's already in position. And then you can go into the next part. So that kind of timing, be precise with it. Okay. Yeah, one problem with this is this. Watch, you can see videos with 𝘱𝘰𝘠𝗧 when he does things slow, he always does things flowing. But just watch something like this happen. I got this. There's no strike happening. So it's basically the strike spot. Now, if you watch the videos with 𝘱𝘰𝘠𝗧, there's especially an old one just before he died, he's always kind of putting power into the strikes. So every strike has a kind of bam, bam, right, bam, this kind of feeling. So complete the strike based on this order. So still kind of keep on this, the strike has power, and then you pull it back. And you're actually using that percussion to draw it back. But if I don't have the percussion, there's nothing kind of in it, no way. So just look at that point as you do it. So I can fully complete the strikes as you do it, and then pull it back. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, one more point. This might be a bit difficult. This is really a 𝘥𝘰𝘦𝘦 strike. So think about this. What I don't want to do is draw the jaw down because there's no kind of strike point in that. So think that the target in this case is the knee. I hit the knee here, and then my idea with this is to come here, and then the body arcs in and down to the cut. So the knee is going to move. If gets hit in this angle, rather than this angle, which does nothing. The body's braced, it will float up. If the body's braced, this knee will collapse if you hit it. So think about the angle you come down. This, and then you come up for the throat and back. Yeah. So just check that angle as you do it. Think about the target and basically hitting into it. You do it at an angle. Boom, that's it. Very nice. Very nice. Yes, perfect. Good. Okay, we're going to do the whole thing. We'll just stick to that part. Tomorrow we'll do the second part and then we'll complete it. But just look at these bringing this all into parts together now. So from here goes ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, hach, ku, ju, juich, juni, jusan, jushi, jugo, juho, jusich, juhach, juku, ju, juich, juni, jusan. Just up to there. So up to 23 in the camera. Hello. Hello. Okay, good. Last 30 seconds, play with doing, don't think about doing it slow, think about doing it precise. So go at the speed where you can do it really in a precise way. So we talk about doing it slow, but just think about precision with this guy. So the strikes really have a kind of precise quality, and I'm really going to settle the body in between. I really want to deliver the weight of the body back into the strikes. So think about precision as you do it. Oh, no. If you come out, just forget about it. Very good. Great. Okay, good. Last one. Dong and stop. We will finish. Okay, we'll continue this tomorrow. So we'll look at the last part, which is a kind of difficult part, but we'll finish it up tomorrow. So, nice. Great. Domo arigato gozaimasu.
Domo arigato gozaimasu.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Bye from
Thank you.
Look, very good.